A young woman in love is like literally like a newborn puppy. Like we don't even know how to walk anymore. What does this say? I can see out. This is the only video you need to watch on how to stand on business. I'm talking about being a strict girly who doesn't get played or taken advantage of, and how to protect your energy from people who don't deserve it. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Melissa Divine, aka MTD, your favorite internet sister. And today's video is going to be about how to stand on business. And this pertains to all kinds of relationships, like friendships, romantic relationships, acquaintances, whatever, even like workplace relationships. Like, you're gonna need this material. So grab your popcorn, get a drink. Strict Girl 101 tips, how to stand on business and how to stop getting played, baby. Let's get right into it. Your energy is precious. It doesn't need to be around just anybody, okay? So I think the preface to this, to standing on business, being choosy. Don't be just going for anything. Don't be just going for anybody, okay? Rule number one to standing on business is be willing and ready to walk away. I feel like this is literally the hardest one. I think it's either abandonment issues or we just don't like the idea of being wrong. But a lot of times we'll see the BS that someone's trying to put us through. We'll see all the craziness, all the red flags, but we'll stay. They'll do the exact thing we told them not to do multiple times over and over again, and we'll stay and we'll just argue about it and we'll just keep going back and forth with them. As a strict girly, as someone who stands on business, you don't have time to be going back and forth with somebody time and time again about the same issue, especially if this is someone you've invited into your life. There's no reason to be going back and forth with them when they continue to not respect you. So you have to be willing to walk away. Like, leave that nigga. If there's lots of disrespect going on in the relationship, walk away, baby. It's not real love. I'm gonna be honest. Real love does not have to do with a bunch of disrespect, like power tripping, control issues, and all that type of stuff, and anger issues. Like, that's not real love. I would really recommend, like, if someone shows you something that you don't like, bring it up. That kind of goes into my next tip. Say what it is. You don't like what they're doing, tell them, communicate. I'm looking for more consistency from you, and then tell them what that means for you. Like, does that mean consistent quality time? Does that mean consistent communication? Address the issue. Also offer a resolution. If they're not doing something, what is it that you need them to do? Okay, now you tell them what you need from them, and then see if they're willing to really respect you and listen to what you ask for, or if they're gonna just disregard that. Now, I'm not saying people are gonna change overnight. Definitely, you know, be understanding, but if they constantly do it again and again, leave. Standing on business means, oh, you're gonna continue to disrespect me, I'm gone. Okay, like, oh, you thought this was that, I'm out of here. This is to all my ladies out there, especially when you see he doesn't like fulfill some of your like checklist items that you know you need in a relationship. You have no reason to even be with this man if he is not the man that you truly want. Walk away from him, okay? Especially if he is disrespecting you, and respect should be number one. Respect is just, it's a given, but sometimes we forget that it's a given and we don't advocate for respect in relationships. Respect is number one, the foundation for any relationship. I don't care family, I don't care friend. If people are continuing to disrespect you, it's time to walk away. Don't continue to entertain the disrespect, because when you entertain disrespect, people think it's okay and they will continue to do it time and time again. So ladies, if you see he is doing the same thing over and over again and you want to keep arguing with him about that, why? Leave. Don't even argue about it. Just dip. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But please. No, I'm done. Walk away. You don't have to sit there and argue with people for hours on end, forever and ever. Literally, like, walk out, leave, like, end the conversation, dip, walk away. Strict Girl 101, like, this is the foundation of everything. Be willing to walk away from the relationship, from the friendship, whatever. Tip number 2, my second piece of advice for standing on business, for being a strict girly. And when I say strict girly, of course I don't mean like you're stuck up or you're like conceited or pretentious. I'm not trying to say that. A certain strictness is needed, otherwise I'm gonna get played. And I think that came from just being such a nice girl. I think I grew up in a strict household, so then it's like a lot of times you become the opposite of what you were raised in. So I grew up in a strict household, so now I'm the very extra, like, relaxed girl. But then I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta stand up. So being able to channel that strictness that I was raised on in a healthy way that's not, like, you know, controlling or domineering has been great for me, because I'm like, okay, you know, I am a kind, respectful woman, but if you're gonna continue to disrespect me, yeah, I'm gonna get strict.
My, like, serious voice is gonna come on.
I'm finna get to stepping, like, I'm up, I'm gone. Tip number 2 is have a voice, okay? Have a voice in the relationship and use it. Respectfully, right? Yelling back and forth is not necessary. I'm not saying have a voice to argue. Have a voice to express your needs, to express your desires, to express your concerns, and then fall back and watch it happen. Let people treat you how they're gonna treat you, and it's telling us fuck. Having a voice is everything. So before you even start whatever this relationship is, whether it's like a serious romantic relationship, you guys wanna date, a friendship even, I think this is even really good to do in friendships. Like, hey, I can't do liars. I can't do people who constantly lie. I think those things are really good to express at the beginning of a relationship. So this is why I say, have a voice. So standing on business 101, let's say you know you are not with the casual-ish whatsoever, right? I'm gonna paint the scenario. You're not with the casual-ish, a dude approaches you trying to do some casual-ish. So you might be like, okay, so like, you know, what are you currently looking for as far as relationships? And they say, oh, you know, I'm just looking for something casual. I'm just looking for something chill. You know, like I'm not really looking for nothing too serious. So you hear that, right? But now you're looking at him and he's so fine and delicious and scrumptious. You heard what he said, but it's like, I could probably change his mind. You just go along with it. You're like, okay, same, yeah, I'm not really looking for anything serious either. Like, let's go, twin, come on. But in reality, you knew that you didn't want, you know you want something serious. You know you do, but because he's fine and delicious and scrumptious, you allowed yourself to just not have a voice in that moment. Instead, what you should say when he says that he's not looking for nothing serious, despite how fine and scrumptious and delicious he is, tell the truth, have a voice, speak up. You don't have to do too much, be like,
I'm looking to get married tomorrow.
Like, you don't have to be on that. You can still express seriousness without being like,
I need the ring tomorrow. Like, I need you on your knee tomorrow. I'm telling my whole family about you tonight.
relax, babes, it's okay. He's not going anywhere, okay? Unless you say some stuff like that, then he's probably gonna run. You can't be mad when someone's not doing certain things or when they are doing things that you don't like, but you're not standing up and using your voice to say something about it. A woman who stands on business, she's gonna explain, hey, you know, like, to be honest, I'm not having sex with you. We just met, okay? Like, I just met you. I'm not coming to your house first link. I feel more comfortable going to a restaurant, okay? Like, things like that. Even though you feel uncomfortable, but you still go to his house. No, you're allowed to have a voice and say what you want, okay? That's tip number 2. I feel like I should have my glasses on today and I should have like a notebook, like with a pen, like. Not walking away and not having a voice had me wasting so much time in like this one relationship I was in. I was in that relationship for too long with how much bullshit and arguing we would go through all the time. It was just dumb. But I was young and in love, or so I thought. We all know that a young woman in love is like, sheesh. A young woman in love is like literally like a newborn puppy. Like we don't even know how to walk anymore. It's like, what does this say? Literally, I don't see nothing. I don't see no red flags. What are you talking about? That is a young woman in love. I can tell you, not being able to walk away and not just being like calling stuff out instantly definitely had me in relationships for too long. This is a dude who, like, I was out of his league, but I think me not being a strict girly, like, upon reflecting on the relationship, me being so nice opened the door for him to just think he could do whatever. I remember reading this in I think Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature. He says people are always checking for signs of weakness. People are always looking to find a weak target. If you make yourself gullible or weak by kind of like being too nice and not being able to stand up for yourself, people will take advantage of you. Even someone who might not normally be that type of way, like to try to take advantage or anything, if they find a target too easy, they're gonna take advantage of it. Wanna be nice all the time, you don't know how to stand up for yourself, you're just too easy. Like, you're just too easy for narcissists to come and get you, for players to come and play you, taking candy from a baby. Literally, that's what it is. That's why adapting these skills of like just being like, you know what, I don't like this, bye, see ya, sayonara. That is power. I'm telling you right now, staying through some shitty ass relationships and situations, that's not power at all. Like, you know, you're a victim. We're moving from victim to warrior, baby. I dare you. I dare you. That's why these tips are so important. Like, don't be an easy target for people. Trust me. Another tip that I have is letting people back in. Let's say you did it, you walked away, you left, but now he's like, I changed, I'm sorry, everything's different, I'm different now, I'm different. He pull up like 2 Chainz, I'm different, yeah, I'm different, okay? And you believe him. Because wow, he sounds so convincing. Here's what I'm gonna tell you right now. People rarely change. be mad at me or don't. I didn't make the rules. People rarely change. It's just the truth. They're most likely gonna be who the fuck they are. I've learned this about people because I think I'm someone who, I go through a rebirth like every 3 to 5 years. I'm a different person than I was then, okay? And I think that has to do with the fact that I love like self-improvement. I love like just building and being a better person. Like I always wanna be my best self. Not just in the things I accomplish, but like I want to be a great human being. I want to be the most loving, healed version of myself ever humanly possible. Like that is my goal in life. Like, you know, money and all that is great, but I literally just want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I want true joy. Like I want the intangible things, you feel me? I've learned being that kind of person who's always looking to improve, always looking to like see how I can be better and grow. Most people ain't like that. I'm just gonna be honest. Most people aren't. Trust and believe, people rarely change unless they were like, hey, yo, I really went to therapy and they were someone who never did that. Unless they're like, hey, I went to like meditate at the top of Mount Everest for a week. I'll be all right, you know, I can trust that you probably changed from that. They have to show you some real serious evidence. What did you do? Like what changed? It can't be like, oh, I thought about it. No. What? I thought about everything. That's not good enough. That takes you going to the deep, dark depths of your soul. You know what I'm saying? Unless it looks like he did that, he didn't do enough. Trust and believe. Or that friend that you want to let back in, they didn't do enough. As much as you might want to believe it. I'm a firm believer in you made your bed. Stay there. It really be like that though. Stay over there. You made your bed, you know? And people will try to make you feel bad, okay? People will try to make you feel bad for being strict, for having boundaries, for not going for whatever. Hey, what you gotta keep in mind before you start feeling bad for these people, they made their bed, let them stay there. Let them stay where they had you fucked up at, okay? Like, just let them. My next tip is learn to say no. Okay? And let no be a complete sentence sometimes too. Sometimes explain yourself. I mean, like there's reason to explain yourself, but sometimes no is just a no.
But how about what if?
No, I already said no. People who want to be too pushy and like they don't respect your no, those are dangerous people. Like I'm telling you right now, friend, romantic, whoever. And it's one thing to try to like get your friend or your partner out of their comfort zone. Maybe you want to try new things and they're always trying to stay at home. It's like, no, like, you know, you can encourage people to get out of their shell and comfort zone in a good way. But if they're pushing like your hard no's, like absolutely not, and you have good reason, that's not good. Okay, that's very concerning because that shows a true lack of respect. That shows that they think that they can control you. They kind of think like they run the show. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do something, say no. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't like do things that you don't want to do and then now you're mad that you did it. Like, no, just tell them, hey, you know what, if you're busy, be like, hey, I can't do it. If you just don't want to do it and you don't want to seem mean, come up with an excuse. But learn to just be like, no, I can't make it. You know, it can be a complete sentence. No, I can't make it, sorry, and stick with it. Don't constantly let people change your mind. Like if your no is a no, like you deadass don't want to do something, don't do it. My final tip on how to stand on business, how to be a strict girly who does not get played, is to learn how to deal with guilt. If you're someone who has been a nice girl or is a nice girl who constantly gets walked over, a lot of it has to do with you feeling guilty. You feel guilty saying no. You feel guilty walking away. You feel guilty having a voice and standing up for yourself. In reality, nothing is wrong with standing up for yourself. Nothing is wrong with walking away from people when they disrespect you. And nothing is wrong with having a voice and asserting what you want and what you are willing to and not willing to accept. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. You just at some point in your life have probably been villainized for one of those things. Or maybe you have abandonment issues and for you it's hard to like end relationships. A lot of this can have to do with your attachment style, okay? Some people who struggle to walk away from relationships, they can struggle with codependency. They can struggle with anxious attachment styles. A relationship ending hits their core wound of abandonment, where maybe they were abandoned when they were younger, okay? So there's lots of reasons why it can be hard for people to stand on business, and I really want to address that at this point in this video because it's not like it's just something that comes natural to everybody. Some people their parents raised them like, hey, if something's wrong, say something, okay? And they're like, yeah, you know, like some people were raised to have a voice, to like be themselves and say no and feel confident in doing that. But a lot of us weren't, okay? A lot of us were not, and this is something that we have to learn. So understand, guilt is probably gonna be the number one thing that won't make you do this, but I'm telling you right now, it's okay. It's okay to feel a little bit guilty, but I want you to understand that there is nothing selfish about choosing yourself, okay? There is nothing selfish about choosing yourself in situations and wanting the best for yourself. Like, you should want amazing things in relationships in your life. And if you have relationships that are like shitty and they're bad, friendship, you know, romantic relationships, these are people you allow into your life. I know family can be more complicated, so, you know, if you're one of those people who's like, I just been through too much with my family, it's just too much, hey, if you gotta cut them too, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I feel bad that I said no. Feel that feeling, but also allow yourself to feel empowered, because what you're doing is standing on your own 2 feet. You are standing on business. Congrats. You know, once you said no, once you've walked away from shitty situations, once you've like expressed yourself and you've had a voice, congrats. You just stood on business. You should feel amazing, okay? You chose yourself. What is the point of all of this if you're not creating a life that feels good for you? What is the point? Especially once you get to the point of being an adult, it's up to you now to stand on business. It's up to you to stand up and advocate for yourself, to walk away from shitty situations. No one's gonna really do it for you. Like, all the guilt of leaving people in the dust, I know it can feel bad. Like, damn, I just dusted on him. I like that man. Felt that before, but hey, we gotta keep it pushing, baby. I mean, he had all that time to disrespect you. He made his bed, let him stay there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that this was helpful on how to stand on business, on how to be a strict girly who does not get played or taken advantage of. Obviously, there's more things that you can do. I'll probably make a part 2 to this. If you guys want one, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what your favorite tip here was, or something that you think you'll take from this video and actually apply in your life. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe. And if you follow any of these tips, congrats, babe. You just stood on business. I'll see you guys in the next one. May you be loved, may you be healed, and may you be at peace.